Live from the most powerful city in the world. It's time to check the most powerful podcast, the Peligroso podcast, the Microonda podcast. Estamos en full power, poderoso. With a little bit of time, we're going to feed your mind. It's time for episode 29. I'm your host, Mundo with MA the engineer, Johnny Quest, and shout out to Timbo Slice. He's currently on vacation right now. We want to welcome back all of our loyal listeners and our sweet virgin listeners. Yo, peace and blessings everybody. Yo, positive vibes to everybody. Get your grind on and stay grinding. We got a great show for y'all today. Today we're gonna have a special guest in the house. We got I-Dogg from Mystical Productions. What's up, my brother? How you doing today?
Great. Thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be here with y'all.
Dope. Thanks for coming and stuff. Yo, how's everybody doing? How you doing, Johnny Quest? Good. MA, how's your weekend coming?
Man, dope. Pretty good.
Everything's good?
Yeah.
What's up? You got anything to tell us about Comic-Con?
Comic-Con? No, man. No, nigga. No, bro. That's a different type of nerd, man. That's not me.
That's on another level?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Guys, they see you represent the Captain America shirt.
Hell yeah. I need to make the pilgrimage out to fucking San Diego.
Yeah. I would like to do that trip eventually one time and stuff. Check us out.
Yeah, hell yeah. But I heard it's like work, bro. Because it's like either you have to find hotels, you have to find, because that week, I think it's like 4 days span, that they literally, like all these nerds that come out, they dress up and do all that stuff, like literally shut down the city of San Diego. Yeah. So it's like you have to at least plan it a year in advance to go. So it's and plus it used to be, because now it used to be full of comic books and all that stuff, but now it's turned into more of a
cult following kind of stuff.
Like all the big movies and TV shows present like their trailers and all that new stuff that comes out that year. All the toys like Hasbro and like all those toy companies, they release their toys there. And,
Harry Potter, man?
Huh?
Are you gonna Harry Potter?
I like it. Like it's
you and your old lady that dress up like
Have you read the book?
It's embarrassing because
that's a yes.
Yeah. We don't dress up, but like we went to the Orlando park, and we did buy wands, me and my daughter, and they made it like they have like this whole park was interactive, so you wave your wand and shit.
Yeah, like a kid that age gives you a reason to do it.
Yeah, because they're not
that shit. That's out.
Yeah, because they're not. If I was single, they have no kids, and I would have put that
Yeah. You like to say you want to Chuck E. Cheese about it. How do you think you're going to Chuck E. Cheese and you ain't got a kid with you?
Yeah, that's weird.
I have a problem with stuff.
Yeah.
Like bags of candy and shit. Hey, you want it?
So what makes it? Is it acceptable for a grown man to go to Good Day and Buster's with himself?
Yeah.
They sell liquor, man.
Yeah.
Is that the
Doesn't Chuck E. Cheese sell beer or no?
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese sells beer. Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese, yeah, sells beer.
Yeah.
You cannot go out and you want Chuck E. Cheese.
For real?
That is true, yeah.
That would be an interesting new kind of ID to come out with. Like, you can't come in as your child.
That would be really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Some dude just went to Chuck E. Cheese all the time.
Yeah. For some beer. That's weird.
Like, that's screams pedophile.
Right. Yeah. But speaking of that subject, R.Kelly's back in the news.
He does. He does like it. He does like it young. Because he's in his 50s now?
Yeah, but these allegations are so fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. Like at first, like when you read it, you don't really understand that shit. It's like, okay, we already know he likes them young, but now it's like like R.Kelly disappears for a long time, and now he's back in the news, with some weird ass shit.
I think it's because the girl's parents are making the accusation, so that's why we're hearing about it. Because I don't think that's not something that's published this month.
No, but I think it's some girl that came out.
Yeah, it's like a former chick.
Yeah, that lived in the house too. That came out and said that. But
I don't know. Is that really news to y'all though? I see some shit like that, and I'm like, fuck this. I don't even want to read it.
Right.
These people
Yeah. It's like a cult following and stuff. That's what I read.
So essentially, it's like he has these women in the home. And he has one that's like the main madam of the house.
Yeah.
Who's teaching all the if you're a newcomer,
she teaches that girl how R. Kelly likes to get fucked.
Yeah,
Think about that, yo. Like, that's some hip ass shit.
You know who else has something like that going on? And it came out in the news a while ago, was Corey Feldman.
Oh, man.
Remember Corey Feldman?
From the Wonder Years?
No,
man.
no.
The License to Drive.
Like Lost
Corey
Boys.
Haim, Lost Boys.
Oh, okay.
The Goonies.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Corey Haim was in that. No, Corey Feldman.
Yeah, it was Corey
Which
Feldman.
one died? One of them died.
I think that was Corey Haim.
died.
Yeah.
He was a blind dude from License to Drive.
Yeah. He's Corey Feldman. He has like
Corey
some
Feldman's
little
mouth
mouth
in the
too
movie.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
But I mean, the thing is, like, when you like them young,
Right.
You
and
can
if you have the money, like, you can pretty much.
He married Aaliyah at 15, didn't he? She was like 15.
16, yeah.
So what's the difference between him and Hugh Hefner? You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, think about it. The fucking
The age and stuff.
But,
Age.
Yeah, but like, these
yeah, age,
women are all
that's a big
these
difference.
women,
Yeah.
these women, I believe they're all over 18.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when did Hugh Hefner
No, but
start?
Hugh Hefner is, he's more into entertainment, so the girls are entertainment. R.Kelly just wants to fuck. Like, he's like
Right.
training these bitches how to fuck.
That's
he was
crazy.
doing?
No, but
No.
Then he was one.
Yeah, he was
He
doing
was
the
still
same
in
thing.
entertainment.
Yeah.
He was still fucking, but he was still in entertainment. You know, like
Yeah.
that's his front.
He was already in that.
Kelly's front, though.
Yeah.
No, but then yeah, and also too, they say that the girls in R. Kelly, they have to dress a certain way when people are around, so the guys don't get turned on by it or whatever.
What the?
Yeah, I read it. It
So
was
it's like,
all
yeah,
kinds of weird
just
shit.
fucking.
That they can't look at the guys when they walk in the room and
and then
stuff.
I
They have
guess
to like look to the floor or
He
something.
takes the phones away and stuff
Yeah.
like that, so they can't call.
All right, here's where, like, who broke the news? Like, who knows all this shit? You know?
So what happened was one of the girls that the parents came out and said that that this was happening. Apparently, like I don't know. For me, what it sounds like there's a girl who's like 19. Like they went to an R. Kelly concert back in the day, and so I guess they went backstage and they met R. Kelly, and R. Kelly was like, "Yo, let me fly you out to my next show somewhere in Atlanta or whatever." The mom let her go. So then I guess they fell in love and
Became cool or
became cool, whatever.
Right.
And R. Kelly brought her back, right? And the parents were cool with it, but I guess I'm thinking
But
there's a monetary thing that
They're probably thinking they're gonna get a singing career out of
or
it as well, or
the
something,
parents
or
will get money or
acting,
something.
or you
Yeah.
know.
So when that doesn't happen, now they're saying that when this girl came out, now they're saying, oh yeah, R. Kelly, just kidnapped their daughter and stuff like that, and she came out and they're saying it's not true. You know?
See, that's the thing. Like, 18 is consent. You know, so
Yeah.
it's like it's all legal. So that's why I'm just like. But it is some sick shit.
Wasn't R. Kelly called the Pied Piper of
Yeah.
He's laying pipe. That's laying pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really care because it's like the girls can walk out on her. It's not like they're held there hostage. It's trying,
Right.
you know. If they had enough, they should come out.
He's got good music, yo. I ain't going for R. Kelly got good music and stuff. Yeah, music is good. It's
I mean, he made a lot of classics. That's
When
still
he
alive.
he's
Bump and grind.
reinvented himself.
Yeah.
And when he first came out, he sounded just like Aaron.
Right.
Just like Aaron.
You know what songs I completely forgot about, and they used to play them heavy, was the best of both worlds with R. Kelly and no, the Jay-Z
Jay-Z,
one.
yeah.
Like, do you remember any songs from that album?
No.
Right? It's weird, right?
Yeah. But I think like they had like one or two like
Yeah,
singles.
yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, they were going, pushing hard. And
Well, I think the reason I forgot because it ended weird.
yeah.
Because they were
Yeah.
on tour together.
They
And
just
then like
kinda
all the shit
altercations
came out.
and stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that was it.
What do you think about him kind of resurrecting a lot of young guys in his career?
Oh yeah, that was dope. Yeah. He's dope. Yeah.
And that whole back and forth singing.
Yeah.
That's it. Love and grind.
Yeah. Everybody was dope as hell. Then I Could Fly and stuff. Yeah.
I didn't know
It just went weird. It's just like, yeah, what the? Okay, yo.
Y'all knew R. Kelly produced, like he's produced.
Reproduce music and stuff.
Yeah. And he's on like a lot of like other artists like records, like producing.
Okay.
And I thought that was like ridiculous. I mean, you never think of R.Kelly as like a producer, but he's like.
No, he produces. He produced a lot for Aaliyah's. Age Ain't Nothing But a Number.
Right.
He produced a lot of that album.
We back to Microonda podcast. Yo, Mundo, yo, Johnny Quest, we're M.A. the engineer, and our special guest today, we're I-Dogg. What's happening, fellas? We're back, yo. Johnny, you've been mentioning that what's going on with LeBron?
So, Kyrie James on LeBron dropped on Friday that he's trading for the Cavs. So, there's only 14 he wants to contribute to. Obviously, he doesn't have any power, but he's going to have a no trade clause,
Right.
He suggested his preferred landing spots were San Antonio, Minnesota, New Orleans, so essentially, basically what he's reporting is he just doesn't want to play with LeBron anymore. As he wants to be the alpha dog wherever he goes.
Or he doesn't want to be a shadow or stuff.
Attention.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So LeBron kind of tweeted something, reference Instagram or whatever, posted something, reference, like playing a song, I forget whose song it was, but basically it's him bobbing, saying like you're kind of like ungrateful, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like really, come on man, like it's his career.
Right.
So it's no news LeBron James wants to leave Cleveland. I think he's not happy, and there's already rumors floating he wants to leave next year. So if he leaves next year, Kyrie's under contract 2 more seasons after this one. He's stuck in Cleveland doing some shit. Like, can you blame the dude for wanting to get out?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And honestly, you don't think you get the same shit with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, like when he left Miami
Yeah.
and went back to Cleveland, they were stuck.
Yeah.
Not they weren't really stuck, they were signed, but like, you don't think they had any feelings? Like, man, not as good now? Like,
Right.
how can you blame the young man for this?
Right.
What do you think?
I mean, LeBron has always been like the villain, you know. That's the villain or something. I think LeBron at this point is like pretty much Cleveland channel, right? Like nobody expects him to like down from there.
Oh no, he's
You think so?
because it's really dysfunctional. There's a lot of just shit going on. They lost their general manager who's doing a really good job. The owner's a fucking asshole. Like, it's a lot
But
of
he
shit.
literally left Miami to go to Cleveland, and he wanted to be back home. So I find it means something to him.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
He's a control freak. So in Miami, he didn't have control. I'm a big Heat fan. That's why I bring this up. So in Miami, Pat Riley was the basketball show. Pat was the Don Corleone. Nobody used to tell him Pat what the fuck to do. So LeBron wants more control. He has that because he always would sign 1-year deals. He's like, well, what are you guys doing? And he would threaten to leave if you don't make these are the rules I want. You got to do
Well,
it.
that's the reason I don't think he's leaving. Just he is leaving. Like he wants to show.
He gave him one thing. He promised him a title. He delivered on his promise. He doesn't know him shit.
Like whatever he says is what like basically the Cleveland does.
Yeah, I just
So
from what
like, why
I've
would
heard,
he leave?
he's just not happy with LeBron. Yeah, that's what I'm reading. He's just not happy. Like he prefers. I think honestly, he wants to go to Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yeah,
I could see him there.
That's
Yeah.
what he,
Let's look at LeBron's
So-
legacy for a second.
Yeah.
All right. He left Cleveland, went to Miami, won a few championships, so went back to Cleveland, won another championship, and now he's trying to go again. Like, you know what it does to his legacy?
he delivered on his promise. He's like, when he came home, I said, only thing I want to do, he said this, when he returned to Cleveland, I just want to win 1 championship. That's all.
Yeah.
He set the bar low, but he delivered on that promise. There's no limit.
So you're saying it's all business with LeBron?
It's always been business for him.
He is, doesn't he have like a lifetime like Nike deal or
That has
something?
nothing to do with it.
I think right now his legacy is more important than like his business. Like he has everything he needs
That's
in
tough to
life.
say. Yeah.
It's just a matter of like his legacy. And that's what he's chasing.
LeBron is a smart dude, and it's all business for him. If it doesn't,
Yeah, I think.
if it doesn't put him in the best situation to win, he's out.
Now, but
He's
okay.
not going down with
Like, have you heard of like the comparison with LeBron and Michael Jordan?
There's
That's
no
the worst.
comparison.
Yeah, no comparison.
I know, but you've heard of it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but
that came out when LeBron chose the number 23 and stuff. Great.
Yeah. But then I think that's why I think like LeBron to him is about like the legacy as opposed to like more than like the
I
business.
think he's kind of chasing Jordan.
Yeah, he's being himself and stuff.
He just cares about his brand.
Yeah, building his brand. I think it does make sense if he goes to the Lakers. I mean, think about it. LeBron's already Hollywood and stuff. It makes sense for him to go to the Lakers. More Hollywood. You know what I mean?
I think that'll taint his legacy. I think that will people just
So
really.
you would stay in Cleveland?
You think he should
For
say?
LeBron?
If you're him, would you stay?
Yeah, he runs the team.
You know what Cleveland is?
I think he would stay.
It's the mistake on the lake. Ain't shit
Yeah.
in Cleveland, man.
Yeah.
It's the armpit of the United States. What the fuck do you want to be there? We know about Cleveland except the Rock and Roll Hall of
No,
Fame.
but he
Shout out to Bone.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bone.
Cleveland
He's
on
not
the
in
map,
that.
though. Yeah, like you can't name like people like
Bone Thugs and
everywhere.
Harmony.
No, it's Cleveland. Yeah, Bone Thugs too. Yeah. Bone Thugs put Cleveland on the
Yeah,
map.
they put Cleveland on
Like
the map.
if you're from nowhere, it's about the legacy. That's why I think like he went back because like he really wanted legacy.
Cleveland is the herpes of the United States.
Here we go
I should
again.
drop that off. Oh, snap, yo, man. All right.
I definitely gotta say it's like mad chill because usually I'm always like doing all the questions like whether it comes to like professional work like TV or like on the radio doing radio. So this is like great like the fact that it's not like I felt like oh my goodness like 3 of y'all just gonna start asking questions. Oh my god.
We're getting it though.
But we want to thank you again for coming to the show and for all the folks out there that's listening, checking us out. We want to know, I-Dogg, first of all, tell us where you're from.
I'm originally I'm from Ghana originally, so I came here like back in the 90s. So I lived in Silver Spring and I've been everywhere in this area.
Got a good boxers from
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. And the soccer team's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
How old were you when you came?
I was 11. I guess I came with like my older sister, but like we were like my parents lived here like our whole life. Like when I was born, it was said like my dad just came. So like I didn't meet him till like like 11 and shit. But I think 11 that same year. That's when we came here. Spent the area since.
You were a player?
Yeah.
You said Silver Spring. I just nailed it.
Oh yeah. It's like a pretty. Shout out to Tanglewood. I think there's a lot of records that I say Tanglewood.
You can guess everybody's high school, bro.
Where did y'all go?
I actually went to this place is really close now. It's fucking Archbishop Carroll.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Archbishop Carroll. When I was there, man, enrollment was like 700 students. Now we got like 400 or something.
It's a public school?
Nah, I was government public. It was basically a decent public school with uniforms.
Was it charter school?
Nah, Catholic. And I did not get fucked by the priest. I don't know if
They didn't have to be a priest to fuck you, bro. They didn't have to be a priest, bro.
So, what music were you listening to at the time?
I actually got into like just alternative music. So like it was kind of like I think 97.1 just like rebranded or whatever. Yep. Yeah. So I'm like, that's cool. But then I went to of course I started getting into hip hop like back in like 93, 94. And then of course I went to a high school, like a private high school. So I was I started getting into rock because it was like I was like
What were some of the bands that you like?
rock bands?
Yeah.
Like War and Metallica.
Heavy stuff.
And I actually went to, I don't know if you guys remember the Age of Festival.
Yeah, I went to it once.
You went to it? Yeah, but that was cool. That's what I was getting into. Like, yeah. I couldn't do like that shit was too hard.
Right.
But yeah, like
They play that on. They play like Metallica on that shit.
yeah, they had actually.
More like Nirvana.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
garage rock, but they play a little bit of all kind of rock. I feel.
Because in the festivals,
They had 28 bands.
But no, it was a big
Yeah.
ass festival.
But I think was it Metallica or who's the dude that recently like passed away? I don't know if you guys remember.
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park, yeah.
Chester.
Yeah. I think Linkin Park was at a show on there once. But there was like different bands.
Right.
But then it went, it wasn't just like rock, it was like rap. I think
Right, they started introducing rap.
Yeah.
You know what's fucked up? You know that station it was now I think it's news. It's Bloomberg News now. But before it was Bloomberg News, it was a Latino station.
Oh, really? 97.
So right?
No, La Mega, I think.
La Mega.
99 was a song.
Oh,
Then they
okay.
moved to
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So when that happened on a whim, it wasn't planned.
No announcement.
And there was no announcements.
Yeah.
They used to have the morning show was a sports junkies.
Right.
So the sports junkies had just done their show. At 10 o'clock they did a station-wide meeting. Brought everyone in and said, hey, guess what guys? Hey, we're changing formats. We're now a Latino station.
Wow.
Just like that.
That's crazy.
Right? And they weren't prepared. What they did is just hired DJs, local DJs, to play music on the stations, but they hired their on-air talent, producer and all that stuff.
Right.
So my friend said he was answering the phone calls at like the first day. It's like just white person, angry white person after angry white person after angry white person. Can we get our station back?
But I guess in retaliation, I guess they got 99.1.
Well, it's Bloomberg News.
Oh, damn. But then I think it went from, because I used to listen to like 99.1 too. It went from like rock to like Latin Spanish. Yeah.
No, from there.
Oh, now it's Bloomberg.
Because the Chucky moved.
No, it was another news station, like kind of like a 103.5.
Yeah.
And then it was another news station. So now it's Bloomberg.
Because then the Chucky's moved to 167.